What's up guys, Thomas back with another episode of Versus. Today we're doing brake pads. We're comparing the FactionFab F-Spec brake pads to the Hawk HP Pluses. Now brake pads are kind of an often overlooked upgrade. However, they do a fantastic job at decreasing your stopping distance and decreasing your lap times at the track. However, a pad that's going to do good at the track isn't necessarily going to be great for daily driving. You're always weighing the sacrifices you're willing to take for performance. So let's talk about brake compounds. Both of these are high-performance ceramic brake pads, so you're going to get improved stopping distance, they're going to work in higher temperatures, and they're going to be resistant to brake fade. However, since you want a brake pad that's going to be good on the track and the street, you are going to sacrifice things like pad life, rotor wear, and you're going to get some noise. Now for pricing, the FactionFabs come in under $120, whereas the Hawk HP Pluses come in at almost $300. So why is one almost 3 times the price of the other? Well, we installed it on the BRZ, we did some A/B testing, and we're gonna determine if it's worth the performance gain for the extra price. All right, first run, 40 miles an hour to 0, stock pads. See how she does. Well, I stalled it. I was in 3rd gear. $25, $50, so this is probably like 48 feet. Okay, so this is the 5th run. The variance isn't huge. The last one was the longest, however. And that's probably a little bit due to the brake fade, but also human error could have been the reason for that. But this is like a 4-foot area. We're gonna measure it to be all scientific and stuff, but there's not a huge variance in these 5 runs. But I'm excited to see like if the Hawk HP Pluses or the FactionFabs are gonna have even smaller of a variance, and we'll probably be a lot closer to the starting gate as well, but we'll see. Okay, so it's day 2. We ran out of time after we tested the stock pads. So we get the FactionFab pads on. We changed locations because they're doing construction over there, but it's relatively the same pavement. We got the same measurements. It's still 25 feet per cone. So we're gonna test this and see how they do. Okay, so that was 5 runs with the new FactionFab pads. As you can see, the grouping here, it's way tighter than the stock ones, but the stock ones were like about here. So we got a few feet closer or quicker stopping distance. And I don't really notice like drivability wise with these, they kind of feel like the stock ones. They're not loud, they don't squeal like really annoyingly, but we're getting much better braking results. So here are our 2 brake tests for the FactionFabs, and over here is the Hawk HP Pluses. FactionFabs took a little bit longer to stop, whereas the Hawk HP Pluses stopped a little bit sooner. This is also a smaller group for the Hawk HP Pluses, whereas the FactionFabs are a little bit wider and not as consistent. All right, so we're back at the shop and I got all the data on this nice little spreadsheet. So let's start from stock and see the averages between the 5 tests we did per pad. Stock pads did 46.7 feet average stopping distance. That dropped down to 41.1 feet with the FactionFabs, and then the Hawk HP Pluses did the best, stopping at 37.7 feet. But keep in mind, they cost way more. So this is where you kind of have to debate, do you want the very best because you have to pay more for it, or are you okay with pretty good, but it's not the best? So if you're just daily driving and you want a high performance brake pad, maybe you do occasional autocrosses, get the FactionFabs. If you're looking for the all-out performance, I would go with the Hawk HP Pluses. However, you have to be okay with the squealing that these brake pads are going to make. It just kinda gets really annoying after a while. I think for the most of us that are daily driving our cars and we want the best performance, but we don't wanna like get that annoying squeak, get the FactionFabs. If you want all-out performance, get the Hawk HP Pluses. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send us an email at sales@ftspeed.com and let us know in the comment section what verses you want to see next. This is Thomas, and I'll see you guys in the next video.